going on, people? Welcome to the Player Ratings show here at Old Trafford, here at Hotel Football, actually. It's freezing cold outside. Here with Xander, Saeed and Rance after a big win. Let's waste no time. Xander's little Ollie pose there. Love that. Xander, we'll start with you. New guest, you know? Or new... Yeah. You got to get it right. Let's start with David De Gea. What would you give him out of 10?
He didn't do much wrong, did he? Didn't have to do much really in general. It's difficult to say. I think average performance. I think 6 out of 10. He didn't really put a foot wrong.
Yeah, come on. A couple little bits he had to do. Did well. Made a decent save.
I thought he was commanding the box for the first time in a while. You know what I mean? Collecting the ball, coming out. That's what I want to see. The fans' nerves go out the window. Then you know what I mean.
But they were easy. They were like
literally.
Easy, you just had to catch it.
Do that. He normally punches it out, or he doesn't even come for it. So yeah, man, 6 out of 10. Tottenham didn't even test him second half. Really.
Yeah, for you 6.
Yeah,
that's an easy one, isn't it? Yeah, De Gea is easy. All right, cool. Wan-Bissaka,
man, solid 7, man, solid, mate. That's what you get, Wan-Bissaka. He did that little trickery today, yo. He's got that in his locker, you know. Yeah. You know what I mean? Some people say, and I know he dances a lot like Michael.
The quick feet, innit?
Yeah, man. Some people say he dances too much like a Michael Jackson and that, but yo, today, you know what I mean? Today was all right, you know, man. You know what I mean? Went forward well. You know what I mean? There was a bit of hesitation at the start in the first half where he just kept running on the right-hand side. I think, yo, listen, are you gonna cross or you're gonna pass? Do one or the other. But again, man, kept Son quiet. It's very, very rare that Son is very quiet for the whole game. Yeah, and I mean 90 minutes. You know what I mean? There's one point where he went forward, but then he was like Lindelof going one-on-one with Son. I was like, yo, something could happen here. Yeah. But you know what, man? He gives you solid 7 all the time. Yeah, man.
Agree with that, Rats?
100%. I've not seen Son that quiet, bro. It was mad. Apart from when he drifted into the box for the goal, did nothing. I mean, and that was down to Wan-Bissaka. He blocked loads of tackles and he crunched him like right towards the end of the game. I think it was probably like I think it was like going towards injury time. Just crunched, man, bro. Like,
I got the ball though.
Love that, crunched him, bro.
That was left him in the stands. Celebrated like a goal. That was everyone went,
just left him in the stands, man. That's what it's about. That's what you get with right back like that, man. Solid 7.
And did you agree with a 7 or would you go higher?
No, I think a 7. Yeah. If he was better going forward, I'd go higher because defensively he's fucking brilliant. He's so good, and that's why he is at a 7. But still, for me, going forward as an attacking threat, he leaves a lot to be desired. But yeah, he's so solid defensively. As you said, keeping Son quiet as he did is no mean feat. So 7 for me, yeah. Good.
Lindelof's been getting a lot of criticism recently, people saying Tuanzebe should be coming in, he's the weak link, etc., etc. But today's performance, what do you make of him?
Yeah, I wasn't that impressed. I was just same old, really. 6. I wasn't impressed with either centre back, to be honest. But I'd say 6. I think.
Did they defend well?
I don't really, what they had to do. If I'm honest, I don't think they had to, bro. Spurs, as I said, remember I told you they were going to go for that long ball, that ball over to try and test Lindelof and that. They kept floating long balls in. That's all they did, and most of them went over into De Gea's hands. Yeah. I don't remember our defenders actually having to battle with Harry Kane to win headers or anything. Like they were terrible, man. Like I don't think that they had much defending to do, but I think that their distribution wasn't great. So I'll say 6, man.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm going to slightly go towards 7. I think today, you know, the writing was on the wall today for Kane to bully Lindelof, and maybe there was a target for Tottenham. I thought he did well. I thought, you know, he got there before Harry Kane a couple of times, you know. There was a few moments where, you know, he gave the ball away and it was like, whoa, Tottenham got the ball.
That long straight ball.
Long ball over the top to Mason Greenwood. I thought, what are you doing? But today, you know what? I criticise him a lot and I still don't think it's a United standard. But today, you got to give credit where it's true. He kept Kane quiet. You know what I mean? He got the ball out and spreading them out, tried to, you know, move into the midfield. So, you know what? Credit where it's true. Clean sheet, not clean sheet, but, you know, he dealt with Harry Kane well. So, yeah, 7 for me.
You agree?
I thought Spurs kept Harry Kane quiet.
They did, yeah. Kane was nowhere to be seen. Rance has gone with a 6, side of 7.
I was about to say, you know, the reason why I think Kane was quiet today was because of Harry Kane, not because of Victor Lindelof. For me, 5. I think I've honestly, call it agenda.
But Xander hates Lindelof. He's got a proper agenda against Lindelof.
I don't like him. I don't like him. He goes up in the air. He acts like he wants to head the ball. It's embarrassing, right? He never actually goes for it. On the ball at his feet, he's not that good. Like people say, his quality. He tries to put the ball over the top. Never works.
You say, what does he do?
He does it. What does he do? What does he do? Honestly, nothing he does works. So any less than a 5 is a bit harsh, but more than a 5 is generous. 5 for me.
Okay, all right, harsh words there. Side, we'll come to you, Harry Maguire.
Harry Beckenbauer, mate. Harry Beckenbauer. Respect on the name, man. My guy, Beckenbauer, man. Nah, man. I thought today, man, he bodied Kane, man. Every time niggling forward. For me, again, from the back here, moving forward with the ball and trying to make things.
He does do that ball where he misses out. He clips it. He does do that ball, clipping it over to Young or something when nothing's going on. I don't mind that though.
He had Dele Alli and Harry Kane running around and he dealt with it. For me, I'm telling you, he's going to keep growing and growing. With a proper centre-back, I told you, with a proper centre-back, he's going to look the money he is. Because obviously it's 80 million. People have that agenda with, you know what, it's not good enough, it's slow, But he reads the game very, very well. For a man of his stature, you know what I mean? Not the pace, you know what I mean? You know, he reads the game very well and he kind of almost, you know, brings our play together. So for me, 7 again, man.
7.
Brilliant. Yeah, 7.
Randy, you said he was terrible. I don't agree he was terrible. I don't think he was terrible. Terrible.
The reason why I think he was terrible is, because every time he tried to play that long ball, it never worked, bro. And he done it bare times today, bro. Like, he plays like in his head like he's Rio, but he doesn't have the elegance. He's a lot more stocky and slower in it, but he tries to kind of step out and glide out, but it's more of like a drag, like it's not a glide, you know. And then he tries to clip that ball, into the channel, and it never came off, not even once. He went out for a throw-in, or it went to the other team, and he just takes mad long.
You see the one where he got it? He was in midfield and he received it and he just didn't want it and he just kicked it out.
Bruv, this guy, bro.
Like, I saw him, like, it was on my side.
How many times today did he receive the ball from De Gea and he just takes too many touches and then they close him down and then it's like, all right, I just clip it into the channel. And it's like, bro, you invited that pressure on yourself because you took 4 touches. You didn't need to do that, bro.
I don't think he was terrible, though.
No, I think he was terrible by his standards, bro.
Okay.
Like, I don't think he was shit. A 6, bro.
6, okay.
I don't think he was good, bro.
When you said terrible, I thought he was going to say, like, he was a 4 or like he was terrible.
I think it's a 6 for him because I feel like his reading of the game is very good. His positioning is good a lot of the time. He's very good at coming around the back and nicking things, but too many touches, Harry. Not every day Hollywood ball, bruv. Just pass it across. Like, you don't have to try and play it long and that. Toby can do that.
Don't you like that he's looking to try it and play forward?
He ain't got it in his locker. Toby can play those. Like, he can ping the little backspin things. I can't do that. He dribbles well, but he can't play the pings, bruv. Allow the pings, Harry.
6, 7.
With me, I think it is. Firstly, don't underestimate the sort of the value of a good centre-back partnership. You get someone solid next to him, and you're going to see the best of Harry Maguire. And I also think, with him being £80 million, he's almost trying to justify that. Look, lads, I'm good on the ball. Ping doesn't work. Keep it simple, and then we'll see how good you are on the ball. I don't think he was awful today, but as you said, by his standards, he was poor. He's good at nipping in front, though, isn't he? 6 for me as well. 6 for me.
Okay, 6 there. So over to left back, man. Ashley Young raised a lot of eyebrows. Me and you spoke in the car. We was like, we don't really think that's that bad. Everyone slates Ashley Young. And I know we've all had our time of saying, oh, Young's this or Young's that. But in the big games, he don't really let you down. So what would you make of him today?
Youngie was a high 7 for me, bruv. He was because, bro, he won everything. And there's little things that Ashley Young does. He kicks the ball off them for throw-ins and goal kicks.
He does all the scumbag
These
stuff.
are like the things that you can't put a price on. Experience, bro. Like, there was one time he was ushering the ball out, and he just kicked it off. It was like, goal kick. Like, you see those, like, only experienced players do that. And that's what you need when you're under pressure.
First 15, 20 minutes as well, the ball he was clipping down the line with his left foot as well into Rashford's channel. Or even if it was just getting Old Trafford getting them turn. Sanchez has got to run back to his own goal. Rashford can get up.
And
it's
Rashford
an intelligent ball.
Because Rashford doesn't like to receive the ball and have to turn. He'd rather receive it facing the right way. So you clip it over to Rashford, that ball's on. You know what I mean?
Solid 7 for Young.
Solid 7 for Ashley Young today. I thought he was one of the best out of our defenders, arguably the best. Like.
Okay. Is that too high for you? Or?
No, I think solid 7. I agree with that. I think he didn't put foot wrong. And Lucas Moura, last year he had him on toast. This year he got the better of him.
And it could have happened easily. You know what I mean? He's a good player and he did do well.
But he did what he had to do well. Like I said, he was taking time on the ball. He was like looking to go forward. You know what I mean? I thought he did well today. And that's what sometimes I feel like people slate Ashley Young too much. But you get the basics right with him. You know what I mean?
He done an interception that put us on the attack. I think someone tried to fire it into Moura and Ashley Young just read it and stuck his foot in, and then we're off on the attack.
100%. It could have been an ugly night, but you know what? Give credit where it's due. Ashley Young got a solid night.
Agree with 2 7s?
Me and Saeed don't always agree on football things, but I have to agree with him tonight, right? Like when I saw the lineup come out and there was no Brandon, my mate was saying, "Oh no, Brandon." I thought, you know what? That's not a bad thing. Ashley Young, big game, experience, clever guy. Not always great on the ball, but he's going to do a job, and he did do a job. I have to agree with you, Saeed. I'm sorry, 7.
Staying with you. That's 7s unanimously for Ashley Young. Staying with you, Xanders. Scott McTominay into midfield.
I think it was class. I think having him back is a breath of fresh air. Fred and Pereira, I mean, Rand to tell you about Fred later, but for me, Scott McTominay is such a breath of fresh air. He's a warrior, he cares, he's decent on the ball, he drives with it, he intercepts. 8 for me. I think he was absolute quality. I love him.
My guy, I told you, man. People were laughing at me saying, McTominay, this and that. I told you, man, he's going to be the kingpin. You were laughing at me against Norwich and saying, oh, he's not this and that.
No, I laughed at you. No, you listen. I laughed at you because you gave him a 10 and he gave away a goal.
No, it wasn't a goal because you seen it. It was Lindelof that made a mistake as well. Listen, I'm telling you.
That's why I laughed at you. I said, give him a 9, but you couldn't give him a 10 that game because he gave away a goal.
No. People doubt me when I say McTominay is a kingpin in that midfield. And he proved that tonight. He absolutely bossed the midfield. You know what I mean? The absolute boss. He brought a midfield balance in there. Fred could almost say, you know what, I can move into that position because McTominay's, you know what I mean, provided. He started the attack. He was driving forward. You listen, I'm telling you right now, this guy, if he can stay fit, we've got a chance of top 4. Just about got a chance.
Future club captain?
Yeah, brilliant. You know what I mean? Today, you seen it again. When Gazzaniga had a little foul on him and he went, what are you doing there, mate? And he's got
the fans love it, innit?
The fans love it, you know what I mean? So
it does make you, although you don't always want to be just a passing merchant because you want to look at football, but it is nice to go, Scott.
But also when you back it up like he does on the pitch, on the ball, then you love it when he wants to scrap. Do you know what I mean?
You're not just like that.
For me, 8 today.
So that's 2 8s over here for Scotty.
You don't mind a scumbag in that position. That's where you want one, innit? You need it in the engine room, bruv. Sergio Biscuits, bruv. Man, like Scott McTominay, bruv. Definitely
8 for you as well?
Definitely an 8. He was definitely half a yard off the pace, but like you could tell he was playing himself back into fitness, bruv. But oh man, he's just quality.
And to be fair, it didn't really look like a massive, because people were saying like, because Solskjaer's playing him, how fit is he? Like, are you rushing him back? But his mobility looked fine to me. He was getting stuck in it. It didn't look like he was nursing the injury. It looked like he maybe been out a couple of games, maybe on the ball. But
and he's not at full pace and he's not at full fitness. Mate, this guy is going to go from strength to strength.
Shows you the importance, just like we were saying with the defence, the importance of partnerships. Yeah. The balance of him and Fred, they both do what the other person doesn't do. Like, so they complement each other very, very well. Yeah. So the fact that McTominay wasn't 100%, it didn't matter. Yeah. Because Fred does running for 2 people anyway. Cool. So like McTominay just kept the ball moving, broke it up, and he just plays a simple pass. And also he can drive with the ball as well and get forward.
He does like to do that. He does like to commit players and then release a pass. Solid 8. Well, let's see what the energy's like for Fred, because I thought Fred has equally as good a game. Rants will stay with you. Fred, what was he saying today?
I told you, blood. 9 out of 10 for Frederick, bruv. 9 blood.
So you're saying he was slightly better than, because for you, he was slightly better than McTominay?
He wasn't slightly better. I think he was a lot better, bro. I think that he allowed McTominay to come in, and do his thing, even though he wasn't 100%. And McTominay played 90 minutes because Fred was everywhere, bro. Left wing, right wing, in the middle, at left back, right back. Fred was everywhere. He won everything, bro. Like, and he was switching the play. He was literally the ticker. He controlled the tempo of the game. Every counter-attack that we had, it was Fred opening the ball out, clipping little things into the channel. He lost it a few times trying to break the lines and trying to play clever things, but he'll lose it because he tries to play that incisive ball. And I was here for it today, bruv. And there was a time where Lingard was crouching down and Fred just pushed him over and was like, bruv, lie down, bruv. He's like, we're winning the game, kill the time, innit? Like, I like a bit of that.
I did like the way Fred used the ball today. Rant's gone for a 9, step up from McTominay.
Man, when did I ever doubt this guy, man? Nah, man, credit where it's true, man. I'm a guy with credit where it's true. And today, Fredinho, man, he came out today, you know what I mean? The way he finds space is very, very good, man. And that's what you want from him. You want him to find a space and then hurt teams. Don't just stand on the edge of the where the other midfielders are. Go and do something, go hurt. And the way he spreads the ball about quickly, that's what I like with Fred. He gives the ball quickly, you know what I mean? Tries to move the ball, you know what I mean? Tries to, give us an advantage in the game. So for me, he works well with McTominay. So I think 8 today, man. Yeah.
Putting the strings like a tampon thief, mate. Honestly, it was.
I don't know if you can say that. Can you say that?
No, he was fantastic. Rants, when you first said 9, I was like, I don't know about that. But then I thought he was better than Scott today, McTominay. And I thought, you know what? Yeah, give him a 9. He was there. He was, as I said, putting the strings, and he was distributing, defending, intercepting well as well. So I have to agree with you. 9 for me.
Yeah. Let us know what you lot think. Are we getting too carried away because we won the game, or is it justified? Should he be a 10? Was he perfect? I don't know. Let us know. Jesse Lingard. behind the
People saying that he didn't have a good game. I thought he had a good game, you know. There were some people that saying, oh, nah, Lingard didn't do anything that game. You know what, man? He's the one that gave Rashford all the space because he doubled up on Aurier. If he didn't double up on Aurier and that tactic wasn't made, then Rashford wouldn't have had the joy of giving it. He came onto that left channel. You know what, Rashford? You go make the run. I'll make it's Sissoko and Aurier. I'll occupy them. You go make the space. And that's how the first goal came, you know what I mean? In through to the Rashford. You know what, man? He gives us more. Yes, he doesn't get goals, he doesn't get assists. But what he does off the pitch in that kind of role does more than Pereira does. Because Pereira gets the ball, tries to flick his caca, does a little, you know what I mean, pass, Hollywood pass, you know what I mean, and then he loses the ball, and then what happened? So Lingard in that role can be effective, but the consistency is still a question.
It's big for Lingard, because he's been out for a long time. And then when he did come back off his injury, lost his place, because Pereira was doing all right, but then now he's...
Loves to defend, so, but I'm going to give him a solid 7, 100%.
Sanders?
7 as well. I thought you were going to go with an 8 there, and I would have brought it down to a 7 because I don't think he was good as McTominay. But 7 for me. As you said, made space for Rashford as well. I'm not going to go crazy and say he's back and it's going to be the December he had in 2018. But no, I thought he was good. So 7 for me.
Yeah, it was a high 7 for me. I thought Lingard was really good today. And the thing is, like he said, and like I've been saying, people talk about stats all the time. What Lingard gives you in that free role, is different. He occupies people because of his movement. He's clever. But Lingard ain't got the talent of a Rashford to go past people. So he needs players to bounce the ball off. And him and Rashford were bouncing it today. That's how Rashford's goal came. And Lingard was on the left wing. Yeah,
I think Sanchez kind of tackled Lingard and it kind of ricocheted. But it was from creating in that area.
On the left side. And Lingard does that. He goes into little pockets of space and he bounces it off. But because he doesn't shoot very well and he hasn't got like a massive range of passing, people kind of underestimate like what his movement actually brings, brother. And I thought he was really good today. And also, when Pereira plays in that position, look at how many times did Lingard lose the ball today?
No, do you know what I mean? Speaking of not losing the ball, I don't know if you saw, there was a pass that McTominay hit about 900 miles per hour into Lingard's foot, and he just killed it. I thought, flipping it, where's that going, Scott? And he just killed it.
Lingard plays in the pocket, but doesn't lose the ball, whereas Andreas will be getting dispossessed all the time, and that shows you that he has got the football IQ. What he doesn't have in the talent, he makes up with his work rate and his movement, bro. So I thought it was a very solid game. But again, on the stat sheet, it doesn't look amazing, but he was very effective today.
Okay.
He was.
It's the glue.
We talk about the lack of, the knitting together of the link between the attack and midfield, and you feel like Jesse, you brought that.
Yeah, I thought, exactly. For now he did that, and he did do that well. But we can't be going into next season with Jesse Lingard.
Now when Pereira's not playing well, you're not really sure.
He's levels above Pereira. Like when you saw that when he came on, he's levels above Pereira, and he was the glue for now. Going forward into next season, bringing someone better.
Okay, let's go to the front three. Let's talk about Marcus Rashford, man.
Marcus Rashford, man, brilliant today. You know what I mean? Him on the left-hand side, absolute toast, mate. Aurier should be having nightmares today. I'm telling you now, man. And what he did as well was, when he's running now, he looked up today. Every time when I see him running, especially at Sevilla, he just kept running to no man's land and running into people. Today he was on that byline and just went through it today. And every time he got up, he looked up. That shot, Gazaniga, brilliant save by the way. That could have been an absolute world. He could have had a hat-trick today. That ball into Shaw, if he'd have got his touch right, could have been a hat-trick today. But yet again, the key question is consistency. If he can bring this on again, he can be what he can be. He can set himself what he wants to be. So today I thought, you know what, 2 goals, 8 for me, solid 8, man. Brilliant today. Yeah, man.
8?
Yeah, man, 8 today, man. I thought
you would have been higher.
McTominay was man of the match, so I'm going to always set the bar that high. But again, Rashford with the goals, I thought brilliant today.
I would have gone high. Okay, all right, cool.
9, bro. 9. It's a 9, bro. Like
everything he did today.
Bro, like I was close to giving Rashford a 10, blood. Like if Rashford scored that last chance at the end, he gets a 10, bruv. Because this is the best performance I've ever seen from him, bruv. Like, I can count on one hand how many times he pissed me off today. And that is very, very, very rare. Do you know what I mean? There was a couple of times I saw like him show his immaturity, but that was because he was so confident. He just kept going into a no man's land sometimes. I was getting annoyed because he had loads of space on the wing, but he kept drifting in to get the ball because he was just so confident. I'm like, bro, stay outside and stretch them. Because that ball, they kept looking to clip it into him. And when he gets joy is when he gets his head up and he can just go. Do you know what I mean? And he kept trying to come inside and I was like, no. But other than that, bro, every shot was on target as well. It's not like he was... like fizzing them over and like how he's normally doing them, bro. The keeper had to
Free kick was
work
pretty
today.
close as well.
The free kick was very close. I think that was the only shot he had that wasn't on target, and it was close.
Yeah.
Do you see what I mean? He made the goalkeeper make some serious saves today, brother. And the nutmeg, bro, he just like man was in.
I still haven't seen it back. Was it because it's on the other side to me? Yeah, it's a nutmeg.
It's like
Yeah.
man was on quicksand. Yeah, like when he nutmegged him, it's like he couldn't believe it. Like he was so shocked he got nutmegged. He didn't even kind of turn around. It was all.
Aurier brought him down as well.
Yeah.
After that. All right. Okay.
He
I wasn't sure if it's
ripped him,
Sissoko. Okay, so a
He was moving
nine
like
for you.
Neymar today, bruv. Like it was unbelievable.
And Neymar 9.
No, mate, I'm the same. Like, if he scored that goal at the end there, it would have been a 10. Because hat-trick, you know, he didn't hardly put a foot wrong apart from that chance at the end. It does highlight for me that he's not an out-and-out striker. One-on-one, he's not fantastic. He is better at coming in off the left. But, mate, he was absolutely fantastic today. As we said, you should have been 3 or 4 up. You know, that Gazaniga save, and he had a few others as well. Today, and that Liverpool game where he scored a brace, are 2 of the best performances I've seen him play. And it was a joy to watch, it really was.
Actually, the one he scored was probably the worst struck one out of all of them, you know?
Well, it's because the keeper really shouldn't have let that in. Keeper shouldn't have let that in. But like I said, the confidence to just shoot early on, getting at these guys, just shoot, pop shot. You don't know what's going to happen. That's why you pop it off. So it's an 8 from you and 2 9s. Daniel James.
You know what? People are going to surprise by me, but I'm going to have to give him a 6 today. I thought today he was good in terms of the press and in terms of off the ball. But with the ball today, you know what, man? He did well for the first 10 or 15 minutes. I thought Vertonghen got the yellow card. I thought he was on ropes. He got past him a few times. But then again, he started to fade out the game. And with Daniel James, you know, you see it more vividly because of the fact that we had no outlet on the right side. There was nothing down there. Everything came from the left. You know what I mean? Down Ashley Young's and Rashford. It is one of his like kind of low-key performance today. But then again, what he gives off the ball is very, very good. And that's why that front three did so well.
He's just always such a threat, no matter if he's in or out the game. If you win it in the middle third or you slide him in with 20 metres ahead of him, 20 yards ahead of him, you got problems. The opposition has problems.
He comes in bursts, which is very, very good because then one time you can have a hot moment, one time it's a cold moment.
Pressure at certain
that's
points.
what I'm saying. So, you know what?
He had a good shot as well. The Gazaniga saved second half.
It's not a bad thing he got 6, but it was a low-key performance considering the rest of them were so good.
Sanders?
Yeah, I think, you know, you nailed it. You know, it's the what if with Daniel James, isn't it? He can be having an awful game, but the defenders are still scared that the ball goes in behind and he's in on goal. He's so fast. He wasn't great. He did have that shot, but he was pressing well as well. I'm going to go with 6 as well. Average.
You've got to be 6, man. For me, with Daniel James, what you're starting to see is, I always say it, if you play quite deep against him, he don't have the skill to get past the defender.
It's
like
not really his game, is it?
It's not his game. He needs the pace, innit? Like, he will try and just push it past them and beat them in a foot race, but he don't have the trickery that a Rashford
not a Hazard,
has.
and he
doesn't have that about him. So if you sit deep against him, like, a lot of the times, like, if you look at all his performances, even when he scored, like, he just disappears in games. But he's honest, bruv, and going the other way, he gives you so much. He reminds me of that kind of squad player that away from home, you just play him. Do you know what I mean? Like how we used to play Fletcher on the right-hand side if we weren't really sure. Do you know what I mean? Because he gives you that. But, like, today, other than his shot on goal, like, he didn't offer anything going forward at all. And I think that also makes us expect more from a Wan-Bissaka because we don't have a Rashford on the right. Do you know what I mean? If we have a player on the right, like a Jadon Sancho or something that can go at players, we won't be looking at our bloody fullback saying, oh, you know what, because we weren't talking about Ashley Young attacking today because we had Marcus. And that's just what it is. So I don't think he offered very much going forward, but defensively he was good. So 6 for me.
Not a lot of people, for me, spoke enough about Greenwood today. Now, I know it wasn't like he had an amazing game, but if you, that's what I'm saying. See that you'd thought, but I thought because it was such a big game for him, I thought I would really want to watch what he actually does. He did all the simple things well, and I know you can say he's a footballer playing at Man United, you should do that, but he's a young kid, man, starting in a big game. He didn't misplace any passes. He looked after the ball, and he did knit the attack. Sometimes as a striker, because I'm a striker as well, I know that feeling where I'm not on the other end of chances because all the players going down Rashford's side. He's the guy. But I need to do my bit. And my bit is going to be, when I get it, look after it, find a red shirt, get myself in the box, pressure the opposition. And when he had his shot, it was on target as well. So what did you make of his performance?
I thought he matured well today. Before the match, I was a bit worried because I thought this is going to be a man's game today where it's going to be dogged. And I thought, is he going to handle it? Is he going to get broke up?
He's playing against flipping
Sanchez
and Alderweireld.
And you know what he did very, very clever? He got in the pockets.
Yeah,
he thought, you know what, let me just get in them kind of spaces here and they won't even get me. And I mean, and he thought he kind of linked the play with Jesse. I thought him and Jesse were doing, you know what I mean, 1-2s and that. It was going very well. I thought, you know what, man, this guy can play anywhere on that front three. You put him on left, he'll have a brilliant performance. Put him in the middle, even better. So for me, it kind of works in that kind of system. So why not let's play this again? I mean, maybe 3. This might work against, say, Man City. Mason Greenwood and James and then Rashford up top. Let's see if it works, man. You never know. But for me, yeah, you know what, 7, man. Good on him tonight.
Do you agree with that?
Football intelligence. Like, you know, he showed for such a young guy, he just turned 18, to come into a huge game for the manager, the opposition manager, a league position, football intelligence, maturity, and just a calm nature. As you said, he did everything Lukaku didn't do, right? So Lukaku would score, Greenwood didn't, but he was the glue as well with Jesse. He linked and did that sort of thing, made chances for other players, and that's unselfish, and that's great to see because that shows a level of maturity. I think he did leave a little bit to be desired, but maybe that's because he was next to Marcus Rashford, who was firing. But yeah, you know, I can't fault him. I think I'm gonna go down to a 6 because 7 I feel he did a lot good. I think he did the simple things good, but he didn't stand out for me. You forgot he was playing, so you know, 6 for me. Good.
Fair enough. 7 and a 6 here.
So, yeah.
All right, cool. Rance?
For me, it was a 7 for me, and that's because I'm a forward as well. I know, like, how important it is to just do those simple things, because what a lot of people don't realise, the reason why I got into Rashford when he plays down the middle is because look at the amount of attacks that break down at Rashford when he's playing down in the middle. No attacks broke down at Mason because he just popped it off. And that's it. And you underestimate how important it is to just have a striker to just pop it off until your striker loses it every time it goes to him. Lukaku did the same thing. When it goes into his feet and he loses it, that's an attack that we could have scored from, but now we'll never know. Do you see what I mean? And he done that very well today a lot of the time, just popped it off nice and early. And he never looked overawed by the occasion, and he never panics and rushes anything. He just plays football at his own pace. Even the way he runs, it's all like, yeah, cool. I'm at Old Trafford. I do this shit every week, bro. Okay. And it was his debut.
So, what are you going, 7, yeah?
7 for me, bro.
7 it is. The substitutes. They wasn't on very long. Pereira was on for what, 8 minutes?
All the way again.
And Luke Shaw.
Luke Shaw is finished, mate.
What? Why?
Here, man. Yeah. He's done out. He got told today to be a cover left back, second left back ahead of Ashley Young. He's done out here, mate. Yeah. Sorry, mate. I like the guy, but he's done out here, mate.
I agree.
He's done out here.
I said it in a fan cam against I can't remember who, but I said it. I'm not saying that Brandon Williams or Ashley Young are the guys to take us forward at left back, but all I am saying is Luke Shaw's done. Same as Eric Bailly, they're both done. They've showed glimpses. They've showed.
Man. Yo, he's levels, man. Yo,
they've showed glimpses of positivity when they've played. They've been inconsistent and they've been injured.
Yo, you got something against Eric Bailly? What's going on? He's not even played this season.
Racist.
Yo.
It definitely is not that. Before everyone's in the comments, it definitely is not that.
Like Luke Shaw, apparently. Remember when?
Yeah, racist. Yeah, exactly.
It was an agenda. Yeah, no, I'm right, blood. Yeah. You guys, you hate to see it, bro.
Flip it. Hold on a minute. Luke Shaw only played about a couple of minutes. Allow him, man.
Bruv,
Gee, you lot are killing him.
They gassed this guy up here to get player of the season. How the fuck did that ever happen, bruv?
Because he's our most consistent player.
I don't believe it, bruv. He's terrible. He can't attack. He can't defend. He can't run. Today was a mad thing, bruv. I said he looked like he was towing a caravan, bruv. Like with 2 bikes on the back. Like them man were going to Butlins and that, bruv.
Okay. So that's the subs. The subs were bang average. Let's finish off on Solskjaer today, man. Look, no matter what you think about Solskjaer, it was a massive game for him. A game where he probably had sleepless nights thinking, I tell you what, if I lose this and lose heavily, I could be gone. What rating do you give him?
You have to give it.
I forget the whole Ollie outfit. I mean, what do you make of him today?
For today, I have to give him an 8 for today. I have to. Like, man rolled the dice today.
I've got a thermometer here. I'm going to check your temperature.
Ollie rolled the dice today and it paid off, bruv. Mason down the middle. He's never played him down the middle before, ever.
He was adamant that wouldn't happen as well.
So
he
proved,
he's
never done it.
Yeah.
He's never done it, bro. And think about it. Martial was injured for 4 months and he never started Mason Greenwood once, blood, in the league. So that tells you, this was a roll of the dice. This wasn't a normal thing. He against Tottenham at home, nothing says start Mason. But if anything, you start him against Villa or start him against any of his other teams. But today, Ollie just went and it paid off.
And Mason stepped up. Yeah. So 8 from Rance.
You know what today, you know when you play career mode and that, you have play the game and skim. today he played the game. You know what I mean? There was no skimming. There was no freestyle football.
On beginner.
So he literally sim the match. You press sim and just see what happens.
Let the computer do the tactics.
And you look back, you think, I should have played
I
it.
should have played that. You should have done that. You know what I mean?
Save it before.
Yeah, but credit where it's true. Ollie got it right. You know what I mean? Played the press tonight, and that was what he needed to do. But yeah, man.
Is he back at the wheel for you then? You having that?
The wheel's gone off, man. The wheel's still in Norway, man. He's done out here, man. I'm still Ollie out, man.
Right, just because these guys have said 8, so I'm gonna have to say 9. I thought, the same way when we've had poor results, we give him shit. Yeah. I've got to give him praise today because we've got a great result. It's not a bad team, Spurs. You know, they've got a great manager in Jose Mourinho. I've got to give him credit where credit's due. Ashley Young instead of Brandon Williams was a good shout as well, as we've discussed. And Mason down the middle. Respect.
Every player we brought in today and every change he made, the McTominay one was the easiest one. He obviously goes in, but Lingard coming in worked. Ashley Young worked. Mason Greenwood worked. You can't really fault what he did.
I was scared when he started bringing on Pereira though. I thought, where's he going with this? Yeah, where's he? And Luke Shaw, but.
Pereira just gave you legs and just ran in it. He tried.
We got the result, and as you said, he rolled the dice and it worked. So respect.
Okay, there you have it. Big win. That's the player ratings. Obviously, there's been a few disagreements. Not too many though. It's nice to do it when you win. It's nice, you know. It's nice to disagree on positive stuff. Whether we're arguing on how low to give someone, it's nice to go. Actually, no, he should be higher than that. I like that. Let us know what you guys think. Is this a turning point? Is it a turning point? We have to ask the question. We roll on City on Saturday.
We got City away the next game and that. Yeah, let's not do that.
Imagine you go there and
let's
do
not
madness.
do that fickle football.
Imagine we go there and win.
Yeah, all right, bro. Yeah, you know, I think Raheem will have something to say about that. You know what I mean? It's all right.
There's no Aguero. You never know.
No? You heard this? He
said, he wins there, I'll sing Ollie's at the wheel. How about that, man? You know what I mean? It ain't happening. That's how confident I am. It ain't happening.
Well, you heard it outside the Etihad. We want to see Saeed singing Ollie at the wheel. You're going to have to do a solo one if we win.
This is solo.
I'll make you hold the mic and you sing
album, man. I'll do anything, man.
All right, we're out of here. Peace. Big thank you to you guys for watching the latest of our videos. And if you want to check out more, make sure you do that just to the right of me. We are the biggest and best Manchester United channel in the world. Make sure you check us out on all of the socials as well. Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and YouTube. The socials are along the bottom. Peace.